Hello everyone, my name is Tony Baltima. I decided to do my final project in this class over Philadelphia and the HIV and AIDS disparity. It was directed by Jonathan Demme, 1993. This is for my Health Disparities class. I chose the film Philadelphia, directed by Jonathan Demme, because this is a powerful movie that shows the story of Andrew Beckett, a successful lawyer who was fired from his job after his employer discovered he has AIDS. The film highlights the fears, stigma, and discrimination people with HIV and AIDS face, especially within the gay community. In this presentation, I'll show you how Philadelphia reflects real-world challenges related to health disparities, and how we can use media, education, and policy to reduce these issues. For this next part, I'd like to go over the health disparity overview. HIV and AIDS stigma is a major public health issue. It prevents people from seeking care, getting tested, or feeling safe in their workplaces and communities. While Philadelphia focuses on white gay men, real-world data shows that HIV disproportionately affects Black and Latinx populations, especially gay and bisexual men. According to the CDC, in 2022 alone, over 60% of new HIV cases were among these groups. Stigma combined with racism, homophobia, and poverty makes this issue worse. Next, I'd like to move on to the film analyst. The film shows how stigma deeply affects people living with HIV. Andrew is a top lawyer who is secretly living with HIV. When his firm finds out, they fire him under false reason. Even though he was excellent at his job, when he tries to find a lawyer, many turn him away, out of fear or prejudice. One powerful scene shows him being questioned harshly in court about his illness and sexuality. These scenes show how society treated HIV not just as a medical issue, but as a moral judgment. It was isolating and dehumanizing to people who were affected with HIV and AIDS. And for our next slide, I'd like to focus on the real-world comparison. Philadelphia is based on real discrimination people faced during the HIV and AIDS crisis in the 1980s and 90s. Back then, there was a lot of fear and false information. Many thought you can catch HIV from touch or sharing space. People living with HIV were often rejected by doctors, fired from their jobs, or isolated by their own families. Even though we've made medical progress, stigma still exists today. Many Black and Latinx LGBTQ+ individuals report being treated unfairly in healthcare settings, or avoiding healthcare altogether. The film captures the pain and fear in a way that is still powerful and real. Next, I'd like to move on to solutions and interventions I've proposed since watching this movie. Since the 1990s, a lot has changed when it comes to HIV. There are now programs like the Ryan White HIV and AIDS program that help people get the care and medicine they need, especially if they don't have enough money. New medications like PrEP can help prevent HIV and helps people with HIV stay healthy. There are also public campaigns like U=U, which means that someone's IV is undetectable through treatment. They can't pass it to others. These efforts can help reduce fear and misinformation. Even with all this progress, we still have a lot of work to do. Many Black, Latinx, and people part of the LGBTQ+ community still don't feel safe or respected in the healthcare system because of how they've been treated in the past. Some people avoid doctors or testing because they are afraid of being judged. To fix this, we need care that respects different identities and cultures. We also need to bring HIV educations into schools, churches, and community centers so people can learn the truth early on. Reaching people where they are and making them feel seen and heard is key to ending the stigma and saving lives. Lastly, we made it to the conclusion and reflections. Watching Philadelphia reminded me how powerful media can be in changing hearts and minds. The film didn't just tell a story, it made people care about the real issue. It showed how stigma and discrimination destroy lives, even through illness. But through fear and rejection, I've learned that addressing health disparities requires both policy and compassion. Movies like this help us see the human side of public health, and that's what drives real change. And the final message that I wanted to bring up is seeing how health problems affect real people and can improve health care laws and how society treats others.